Hey, Frank.
Hey guys.
Hey.
So, what are you saying?
We're just hanging out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, you guys tired of it all or what?
We are exhausted.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want to go for another dance class?
Is that a joke? No.
No.
So, Frank,
Yeah.
when did you start dancing?
Me? Well, I started actually when I was very, very little. I was 5 or 6. My parents were involved. They're Italian, so we were involved in an Italian club. So they joined me to the folk dancing. So I did all this Italian
cool.
stuff. I had the little straps and the red, blue, and green suits, and we did all this Italian folk dancing. I was little, I was 6, but I loved it. And my mom saw that I excelled, so she brought me to she signed me up for dance classes. So I studied ballet and tap and jazz.
Oh, ballet.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Well, right now, it's hip hop.
Hip-hop?
Hip-hop's so big.
Hip-hop's
Hip-hop-
everywhere.
I know, but yeah, ballet is probably my least. It's kind of it's the vegetables of dance. You kind of need it to, you know, like it's the vegetables of dance. You need it. It's good for you. It teaches you technique. It teaches your core. You know, it keeps your core strength. You know, you can turn, jump. But definitely hip hop right now is probably the most fun.
So, how do you come up with stuff? What's your inspiration?
Well, I mean, there's a couple things that you have to do when you're choreographing a piece or putting a piece together. Number one, you have to think of your audience, who you're doing it for. Is this for screen, is it for stage? You know, what you're trying to say, what you're doing to entertain. Second thing is you have to take your dancers into consideration, their strengths, their weaknesses, right? But first and foremost, it's the music. You got to hear the music, you got to listen to music, and you got to do justice to the music. And most times the music will tell you what to do, whether it's a build in the music, whether it's a certain beat, whether it's an accent, whether it's a crash, whether it's something in the lyrics. It'll tell you what to do. And especially that's true for hip hop, right? Like it's a really you know, the music tells you what to do. So definitely, I guess, first and foremost, the music.
How many times a week do you dance?
Are you counting the times that I crank my stereo and I'm jumping around in my living room?
Yes.
And choreographing? Because, you know, really, I do. I choreograph in my living room, and I knock over lamps, and I knock over plates, and I knock over furniture, and I stub my toe all the time. How many times do I dance? I have to say at least every day.
Every day?
Every day.
Every
For
day.
how long?
Well, even when I go to the gym, like when I have a gym day, if I go to the gym and I work out or I'm going to run, I have my iPod, and with all the mirrors all around you, a dancer can't help it when there's mirrors all around. And I got a tune playing in my head. I just choreograph and I just dance or I just freestyle right there in the middle of the gym, and I don't even care who's watching. So people out there are like, hey, that's that guy from the gym. Yeah, that's me. I just dance around, and I know they're weird, but I've got caught walking down the street dancing. I'm like walking down the street and I catch my reflection in a mirror. And I'm like, oh, and you know, song's playing, and I'm like, oh, what about this? What about this? And inspiration just grabs you. So, you know, I just sort of work it out in my own little head, and people are like, what is that guy doing? What is that guy doing? So, yeah, every day.
Cool.
Yeah.
And who's been your biggest influence as a dancer?
That's a really good question, a really, really good question. I've actually been really fortunate, because when I moved to Toronto, I actually was fortunate to I discovered the drop-in class. So, you know, you could just go to you can take all different teachers, all different styles, you know, and I was able to, you know, get a whole cross section of people and take what I like and not what I don't like, and styles that I like, and you know, and not what I don't like. So, and everyone here in Toronto has been really, really great. But I have to say, I have to go back to my, you know, younger days and and I have to say, it's all back into my competition days. And Leonard Castelloni. Leonard Castelloni, he was our artistic director at David D. Marie, Western New York. I studied in Clarence, New York. And he taught me how to dance. He didn't actually, he taught me how to perform, I'll say.
That's important.
Yeah, because it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
So he taught me what it is to perform. So I said the biggest influence in my life was Lenny. Thank you, Lenny. He probably doesn't even know I'm dancing still, but yeah, so.
There we go.
That's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
Do you have any other questions?
I think you asked them all. I know everything about
you.
You
know
now.
everything about me. We're best friends.
Yeah, pretty much.
Best friends.
For sure.
All right.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Peace. That one? Peace. Bye.
Bye.